God bless you, WME family, and welcome back. We have a very special program for you today, a program on overcoming, a program on receiving God's healing and God's grace. And I have a very special guest with me today. It's an honor and a privilege to have Mike Frazier here in our WME studios. Mike Frazier, God bless you and welcome.
God bless you. Thank you so much for having me.
It's such a blessing to have you, brother. And Mike Frazier is an evangelist, an author. He's been in many TV programs. He's been in many interviews. And we're blessed to have you today.
Thank you.
And Brother Frazier, you're serving the Lord. You're serving the Lord. You have a heart for God. And back in 1995,
yes,
you're a musician. God is using you greatly. You're a bass player.
yes.
And on May 5th, 1995, something happens
Yes.
that changes your life forever. Could you
Yes.
pick it up from there, brother?
Like you said, I was a bass guitarist, enjoying life. I was 24 years old, had my life ahead of me. Me and my family, every weekend, we were very, very close, so we would go out and would enjoy dinner. And this particular Friday night, we were on our way to get something to eat and crossed a bridge. My father was driving. He didn't know that it was flooded. Before we could get out of the car was flipped over.
And for those of you who don't know, here in Dallas, we're a city that's connected by bridges.
Right.
And a little bit of water can change things very quickly.
Exactly. And it was a bad storm. So we was actually on 35, which is a major freeway. So we got off, exited, and ended up going through a residential area and didn't know that that was a known flood area and drove right into a flooded bridge and stalled the car. Before we could get out, the car was flipped over into a creek. And unfortunately, I'm the only one that survived. My mother was in that car, my father, my 2-year-old daughter, my daughter's mother, which was my fiance, and my nephew, all lost their lives. And I'm the only one that survived that. And what a tragedy.
Yes, and your book, Brother Frazier, is called Surviving the Storm.
Yes.
And this was, I want you to picture this. This is a man who, in 1 second, lost his family.
Yes.
And this very tragic accident happened, and this horrible, horrible situation happened. And you're coping with it. I think there's so many people who've gone through so much pain and hurt in their life.
Right.
How do you cope with it? What does that healing process look like? What does that and here you are in this moment in your life, this happens, and you're the only survivor.
Yes. It was a dark time. It was a time of I went through depression, didn't want to live. Family kind of turned on me.
And do you have those thoughts to God and why did I make it through? Why
of
did
course,
I survive?
Of course. It was all types of questions of why me, and I shoulda, coulda, woulda. And so it was a lot because then I was just a bass player. I really I wasn't understanding too much callings on your life. I was just happy being a musician. And so not quite understanding purpose at that time. And when you go through something like that and you are a survivor, you have remorse. You go through unforgiveness. It took me a minute to forgive myself for surviving. The enemy talks to you and tell you all sorts of things in those types of situations. And so someone just asked me the other day, did I have a strong support unit? And at that time, I think everybody was so devastated about it. It's one thing when you lose one person tragically, but when you lose a whole family, 5 people at one time, that's a lot to digest. That's a lot to prepare for.
And Brother Frazier, and I think another thing you said that's so important, that you have that those people there in your life, the support system. And I think it's especially hard for a man.
Yes. It is because we're taught and we're built up, but we're fixers by nature. And so sometimes it's hard to reach out to people and let them know, hey, I need you. And a lot of people didn't see me falling over the benches crying. And I think a lot of people thought I was okay. And a lot of people, they took that wrong. A lot of family members said, well, how is it that he the only one survived? Look at him. He's not crying. He's not. Well, they didn't.
What's wrong with him?
Yeah, they didn't realize, well, God had me in the palm of his hand. But at the same time, the human side had took over, and I was in shock.
Well, and I think of the words of David. David said, while I kept silent, my bones were drying up.
Yeah. And I had I had my moments. I would hear the old people back in the day, they would say they would drink tears for water. And when you're in that place, when you cry yourself to sleep at night, it's just really only you, the pillow, and God.
You, the pillow, and God.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
We don't want you to go anywhere, because we're going to come back with part 2, Surviving the Storm. And there is survival at the end of the storm. There is hope in Jesus Christ. There is a God who loves you and a God who cares about you. You're looking at a man who has survived the storm. You're looking at a man who has overcome, who by God's grace overcame the storm. And you too can overcome the storm in your life. Don't go anywhere. We're going to come back with a message on how you can be a missionary around the world. God bless you.
World Missionary Evangelism, through its wide variety of mission outreach programs, is an evangelical force in developing nations, and it all begins with native missionaries. Called by Christ to do his work, our native missionaries are first and foremost soul winners. Often facing hostile opposition, they have the courage to reach out in compassion to the lost, sharing the good news with those in their communities. But that is just the beginning of WME's evangelistic programs. World Missionary Evangelism reaches children through vacation Bible schools and Christian schools. So even as we feed the hungry bodies of little ones, we also feed their souls. For almost 6 decades, WME has been building churches in both urban and rural areas. Most of these churches are used every day of the week and become beacons of light in the areas where they serve. Churches not only provide worship opportunities, but they also offer a community gathering point, education, childcare, and even serve as feeding centers for the hungry. WME not only sponsors native missionaries, we train them. World Missionary Evangelism has local pastoral education programs for new missionaries and continuing education programs for those who have been in the field for years. WME also has Bible colleges that provide degree programs for those seeking a fuller knowledge of the Bible and Christian outreach. The evangelism in World Missionary Evangelism is not just a part of our name. It defines our mission, our focus, and is at the heart of everything we do.